18 MPs have been secretly plotting as part of their own club to stop a no-deal Brexit. Can our MPs stoop any lower? A new report from the Daily Telegraph suggests that 18 members of Parliament, including the Work and Pensions Secretary, Amber Rudd, and the Chancellor, Philip Hammond, are part of a secret club that's plotting to block a no-deal Brexit. That's MPs elected to represent us, banding together behind the scenes to talk about how they can nullify the decision that we made in 2016 and implement the decision they prefer. And it's not just MPs, by the way, this is members of the cabinet, people in the government running the country on our behalf. So this new report suggests that the MPs call themselves the Hair Shirt Club because they don't drink alcohol at their meetings, as opposed to those who do sit around getting drunk, plotting to betray the people. At least these guys are sober, right? They meet every 2 weeks to talk about how they can stop the UK leaving the EU without a deal on the 29th of March. In what universe is this acceptable? And why are these people so confident that the British people will just sit back and accept it? I mean, it shouldn't be all that surprising. It comes not long after Amber Rudd warned the Prime Minister that as many as 40 ministers could quit unless she gives Tory MPs a free vote on Tuesday the 29th, the next vote on whatever deal Theresa May can scramble together after going back to the EU for more concessions. And a free vote meaning, of course, that they could choose to vote against her deal, against Brexit, and in favour of delaying or even cancelling Brexit. This report by Stephen Swinford claims that the group last got together on Tuesday last week to discuss Yvette Cooper's amendment, which attempted to take no deal off the table and extend Article 50. It also suggests that other members of the club include Justice Secretary David Gov't, Business Minister Claire Perry, and Business Secretary Greg Clark. Now, the obvious problem here is that politicians are clearly working against the interests of the people. And no matter my feelings about Theresa May, I've got many feelings about her, if I were her, I would be furious that Amber Rudd was going behind my back and doing this despite the fact that May brought her back into government after her spectacular fall from grace during the Windrush scandal. May helped Rudd, and this is how she repays her? Though maybe I'm being foolish about all this, perhaps May isn't bothered by this at all. I hold out a tiny bit of hope that May will get tired of this all and just give us a no-deal Brexit, but I know the reality is that May really doesn't want that to happen. She does want to use it as a negotiating tactic and a threat, but when push comes to shove, I'm not convinced that the Prime Minister is all that different in her view on no deal than Rudd and other members of the Hair Shirt Club. May has just a few days to cobble something together. I say Tuesday is D-Day for Brexit, and it kind of is, but how many times have we said that before? I don't expect this chaos to end any time soon, and nor do I expect the subversion by our own elected members of Parliament to end any sooner. At every turn, our politicians are working against us, and this news that Amber Rudd and others are part of a secret club to thwart no deal shouldn't come as a surprise. That doesn't make it any less disgraceful. I'll be keeping you up to date on this and all other Brexit-related matters. Stay tuned. We're not funded by the government, we don't have big sponsors, and we certainly don't have massive donors. If you'd like to help support our work, please go to rebeldonations.com/thebuck.